Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your full moon in Gemini reading for November 27th, 2023. Um, you have for the direction of this reading, by the way, full moons close out cycles. So you're closing out a cycle of increase. The number 3 cycle, increase 3, can be very creative, and it's a magic number, right? It's the Trinity. This is the direction the reading is going in. Your focus, your own personal focus for the next 2 weeks is the Chariot card, which is really nice. It is success, triumph, focus, drive, travel, advancement. That's what the card reads. For me, it has a lot to do with self discipline, but also self-respect, determination, self-reliance. It's alignment, right? All pistons are firing in the same direction, and so we know where we're headed. We know where we're going. This can actually be actual travel. It can be an internal journey, but there is some success in regards to the Chariot, and that has a lot to do with knowing where you're headed, knowing where you're going, right? Self-confidence. I know. I know where I'm headed. I know where I'm going. 7 is an interesting number, though, because it's a little bit out of the ordinary. It's unconventional energy. So you may be going somewhere where some people, do not prefer to go, but there's increase with it. So that's nice. And maybe that's one of the things that gives you that confidence. I'm going to lay out all the cards first. The first column is where you find yourself at the full moon, or what it is that you're closing out at this particular time, and space, your coordinates. The second column is you and how you deal with the situation, how you behave, what you're going to do. And the third column is the potential of potential outcome. And I say potential because you have free will as well as a predetermined course. And I think it's a bit of both. And I say that because we live in a dualistic world. Up, down, left, right, AC, DC, etc., etc. So both have to exist. Two sides of the coin, right? All right, so this is you, how you deal with the whole situation. Oh, sorry, this is, I'm sorry. This is where you find yourself now. And you have 2 8s, which is a really nice power number. 8 is infinite energy, or infinity. And this is Mercury in Sagittarius. So you should know this card very well. Where thoughts go, energy flows. Things are moving swiftly in one direction. And that's because, again, with the Chariot card, you know where you're going. There's no doubt. There's no blockages. There's no doubt in your mind. You just know, this is what I'm going to do. This is where I'm going. And you put your energy and your effort in that direction, so things move swiftly. Okay? Which gives you courage, or you need courage or have courage to do this. Funny enough, the 8, it follows the Chariot, right? And this is, again, your ego, your strong will, and taming the beast within. All those doubts, all those fears, that sort of thing, subside in the energy of courage. This is associated with Leo, and they're very magnanimous people. This can be a healing card as well if you've been feeling out of sorts, or maybe it's even healing a situation that you've found yourself in, or healing particular thoughts, and which is why you can focus them all in one direction and move mountains. It's the law of attraction card, that 8 of Wands. You absolutely have the power and the energy, the resources to do this. This is action. but it can also be a bit of a fiery, erratic action. So you do want to be careful of that. You kind of want to stay grounded with this card, and you probably can, but there is something of the need for courage to do this, right? To manifest this, to manipulate the energy so that they're all moving in the same direction that you want things to go. You could get messages that can get you kind of excited about something. That's the Knight of Wands, and really moves you in particular directions. But it can stir things up. However, you have the courage here with the 2-8. It really is, I feel like it's more gathering your strength, gathering resources, gathering your energy, gathering your internal energy to focus it all in one direction and make things happen. Okay, how you're dealing with it yourself, you have the 7 of Wands and the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is my Scorpio card, so you will probably be behaving, you could be a little bit moody or insecure, or your emotions are leading you. The 7 of Wands are passion, and we're defending our passions. We're defending our point of view. We're defending our higher beliefs through situations and people that try to knock us down from that high vantage point. However, if you maintain that vantage point, usually you win over any competition, anything that tries to knock you down from that situation. But like I said, it can come in quite unexpectedly, because he has 2 different pairs of shoes on. He left the house without even dressing properly, so you know he had to like move quickly. That is the 7 of Wands. And it kind of puts us in a situation where there's competitive energy. The Queen of Cups can be dealing with her emotions. She has a focus on her emotion, but she's also very intuitive and quite psychic, and so that can be a way to handle things. How do I feel about this situation? How do I feel that I should move on this situation, act on this situation? It is definitely emoting, but it is also understanding those emotions, right? She's in the mode of concentration. She's trying to understand why she feels this way, why this is happening, that kind of energy. Okay, that makes sense to me, because both of these are very fiery energies, and you have the 2 of Cups here, so I'll talk about that in a minute. But you have fire and water, and you're moving between these 2 personalities, these 2 energies, because this is the column of how you are behaving, and you kind of going back and forth. And again, Leo, both of these are associated with Leo, so you have that strength of will. And they're both quite intuitive energy. She's quite magical, and is also relates well to that 8 of Wands card, because for me this is somebody who's very, very good at manifesting her intentions, her will, because she has the power behind it. She has the passion behind it, right? And thoughts are moving in the same direction, but now you have not only the passion, but the emotion, and that's a lot of energy moving in the same direction. And fire and water is alchemy. Really interesting. It seems to me like you have the right energy for whatever comes up here, to keep things moving in the direction that you want them to go. I'm going to pull one more for that. Yep. This is removing distraction and just getting things done. Fantastic. And again, another 8. 1, 2, 3 8s. Wow. Which is a lot of power behind it. This is a healthy wallet, a healthy body, the 8 of Pentacles. It's just getting the job done, removing distraction, whatever this is, right? Whatever's trying to knock us down or trying to remove us from this loftier space. We have the 8 of Pentacles there, so we just remove distraction. maybe it's happening, but I'm not paying any attention to it. I've got things to do, places to go, and that's what I'm going to do. So really nice. You can be honing some skills. You may have a lot of work to do, maybe even overtime with that Eight of Pentacles, but you don't mind because you're good at what you do and you can just knock it out. The outcome is the Two of Cups, and I was kind of talking about that here with these two. This is a unification of kind of two different energies, right? Fire and water. And so the Two of Cups is your heart's mirrored desires reflected through somebody else. And that can be someone who's quite different from from what you are, or from you, but that the desire matches, right? We both want this one particular thing, and so it's a match. And even though you're male and I'm female, which are two different electric and magnetic energies, right? They fit together, they create something. There is a partnership there, there's a unification there, there's a partnership. And so it works, there's a match. You're still a little bit, though, not 100% convinced by the end of the 2 weeks. I think you need more information. Why? The Nine of Wands is this card of, it's the accumulation of experience that you have had as you're moving through this passionate cycle, right? Wands are energy, your ego, your passions, your desires. And you've been through it, right? Nine is the accumulation, the outcome of that. And so these are all your experiences that you've had, and you're kind of protecting them, but you're also saying, listen, I've been through the ringer. I know what partnerships can bring, right? Because this is above it, right? I know what a unification can bring. I know what partnerships can bring. I've been there, done that, had the scars to prove it, and now I'm a little bit on the defensive, right? There's a couple of defensive energy cards here. So it's kind of like being ready for it, but it is also biding your time, right? Perfect timing here with that Nine of Wands. It's biding your time. Okay. Again, this is on the move, right? I have a few of those cards here. And this is moving on from a situation. Maybe you found a new partnership and you're ready to move on, whether that's romantic, because we are talking about partnerships, or it can be your passions, your desires, what it is that you want to do. It can be your work situation, but maybe you found the perfect partnership, right? And so you're moving away from difficulty, from old emotional hurts, from emotional stormy waters to something more calm. The Six of Swords is kind of like leaving a dramatic situation, trying to find the balance in it from a calmer perspective, from a calmer point of view, maybe even from a place that is more calm. Maybe you're leaving something that has been a little bit dramatic and difficult, and you want to understand what just happened, but we want to do it from a calmer state of mind with the Six of Swords. It is the card of moving on, though. And it does seem to me like you've been through a battle, you've had that, and now the thoughts and everything are just saying, okay, we're leaving this situation now. I've got the word, I understand things, I got a message, and now it's time for me to move on from it. It's time for me to close that particular chapter, which goes very well with the full moon closing out cycles. And this is a number 3. We're moving towards increase, right? Moving towards that something better, something, especially with that Eight of Pentacles, because like I said, it's a healthy work ethic, it's a healthy body, that brings in healthy finances. So we're kind of ready to leave the drama and find a calmer state of mind, better partnerships, within the proper timing, and with the accumulation of all the experiences that you've had up until now. What the Spirit wants you to know. You have the Six of Wands, which is really nice. Acclaim. The card reads acclaim on a positive side, arrogance on a negative side. And you do want to be careful with that, because this Leo card, right, this strength card, can also be taming the beast within, right? Taming that arrogance, taming the egoic energies. You have victory, a disgrace, pride, and success. For me, the Six of Wands is about a small victory, and there is more to go here, right? 6 is just the middle, but it is over the hump. So that in itself is the victory. But you still have more to go before you finish it out. But it is saying, by all means, take a victory lap and then move towards finishing out this cycle. People can have good things to say about you, acclaim, right? This is victory within a group situation. And so this can have something to do with more than just you, and perhaps it's work, right? You have two queens here, so maybe there's a couple people involved, and you also have unification here. You have unity and partnerships. So there can be other people involved here. There usually are. We're not an island, right? So Six of Wands is a really nice energy to end on. Thank you for listening. I hope this has been helpful. I'll return in 2 weeks with a new moon reading. And until then, take good care. Thanks again for listening. Bye for now.